welcome to another episode of RS Tech Talk. I'm your host, Miguel Godino, and in today's episode, we have our special guest, John from ebm-papst, joining us virtually to talk about their EC fans, how they work, and what advantages it brings to the table. But before we get started, John, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you currently do at EBM?
Sure. Hi, I'm John Dubal, a senior application engineer at ebm-papst. My job is to help our customers select, apply, and if necessary, troubleshoot our fans in their equipment and in their systems.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for that, John. I'm really glad to have you here with us. And I'm very interested to learn about these EC fans. It's something that I'm not familiar with, so really excited to learn more about them. So now, to start off with EC fans, what are they and what advantages do they bring instead of using something like a separate speed controller?
Yeah, so let's start with a quick definition. EC stands for electronically commutated, which basically means that the fan uses an electronic controller to operate the motor windings instead of switching voltage of the AC mains, or in the case of DC motors, using physical metal brushes. The most significant advantage is that their efficiency level of up to 96% is substantially higher than the typical 70 to 80% achieved by AC induction motors. This equates to better utilization of electrical input power and reduces heat loss, which increases service life. The benefits in terms of efficiency are even more apparent in part load operation. The integrated electronics of an EC motor permits infinitely variable control, so the speed and thus the power is adapted to the equipment's requirements at any particular moment. And since the power is exponentially related to speed, Q, to be precise, the power savings is cubed as well. For example, if you need only 50% of speed, you use only 12% of the power. And it's similar with noise, creating a nearly silent environment when only a little airflow is required, but providing high power density when you need a boost in performance. The power density is provided by the permanent magnet motors ebm-papst employs, which have zero slip losses and a compact external rotor design.
Okay, wow. Okay, so pretty much what I got from that is that EC fans are far more efficient than your standard motors, right? And they could also, it sounds like it is essentially a plug and play solution, which could definitely be enticing to a lot of people. Now, everyone works with different voltages, levels, and types. So are there AC and DC fan options for these EC fans?
Yeah, absolutely. Although EC fans use DC voltage to run the motor itself, there are options that will accept either AC or DC input voltage. Since we integrate the rectification circuitry directly into our motor electronics, the size is exactly the same as a traditional induction motor, regardless of your choice of input voltage. So customers don't need any external equipment and can easily integrate an EC solution as a drop-in replacement.
Okay, we're really happy to hear that the EC technology from EBM can be flexible for both AC and DC applications, and also focusing on flexibility. What are the speed control options available for EC fans?
Yeah, ebm-papst has a lot of options for you. Our smallest products, we offer 0 to 10 volt DC or PWM analog inputs, along with optional built-in temperature controls. Our larger motors, we offer those and more, 4 to 20 milliamp, up to 3 separate digital inputs, a built-in PID control loop, and Modbus communications. If the customer prefers BACnet, we can provide a gateway to that as well.
Okay. Oh, wow. Amazing options there. I'm really impressed that you even have communication, protocol communications built in, which really provides a lot of unique potentials for our customers. Now, getting into your portfolio, what options do they have for different sizes and types of products?
Yeah, ebm-papst offers axial, radial, and diagonal styles ranging from 1 square inch to more than 5 feet in diameter. Our EC fans use electronic controls from less than 1 watt to as large as 24 kilowatts, which
Wow.
equates to about 30 horsepower. We've really
Yeah.
got something for every application and controls suitable for every environment.
Wow. Okay. Really, really like hearing all this flexibility, really impressive range from EBM. Now, the last thing I do want to touch on is customization. Now, I know with ebm-papst, you can do custom design fans and
Right.
blowers. So, can you touch on this and what is the minimum order quantity?
Yeah, of course. Our extensive portfolio includes fans with a ton of different configurations and options to meet most common requirements, but we can also fully customize solutions to meet the customer's exact specifications. For the simplest changes, such as adding connectors, labels, or harnesses, a typical MOQ, minimum order quantity, is a couple hundred pieces, although it does vary based on the size of the product.
Right.
Um, with our US-based R&D group, we can also make much more involved design changes, such as entire sheet metal assemblies, custom aerodynamic designs for fan blades and housings,
Mm,
or customized PCBs for special controls and monitoring applications. Obviously, the MOQs to make these larger changes would be higher, but we're
right.
happy to talk through these designs with our customers and make the exact product for their application.
Yeah. Well, you heard that, everybody. Get that custom fan or blower you've been looking for from EBM. Just make sure to contact us at RS and we'll get you started with them.
Right.
Now, thank you for that, John. That pretty much wraps up all the questions I had for you today. But before we sign out, any final thoughts?
Well, I'd like to invite our viewers to check out our products or get in touch with us at ebm-papst.us. I want to
Mhm.
thank you, Miguel, and RS for hosting us. It was fun talking about this, and I hope our viewers learned something new today.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you for that, John. I just want to go ahead and thank you again for giving us some of your time today to go
So,
over the EC technology from ebm-papst. And I hope our viewers learned more about how it can enhance their designs. And to our viewers, thank you for tuning in. Remember to contact ebm-papst and RS for your future fan and blower designs. And we'll catch you next time on the RS Tech Talk.